Look, guys, many of people in South Africa, they're just wondering, why is Mr. Panyaza Lesufi facing so much smoke? Why is the DA angry? Why are all the counterparts and representatives of the GNU, why are the people who preach the GNU day in, day out so angry at Mr. Panyaza? It's because Mr. Panyaza went to a podcast with Season Pofu Walsh, explaining and exposing the fact that the government of national unity is not the end. It's not the true freedom that people think it is. It's not. It's just a setback the ANC had to embrace. So I want you guys to listen to the interview that made Panyaza Lesufi get into trouble about speaking a negative about the GNU. Take a listen.
I think that the government of national unity was inevitable. It was a choice that we needed to embrace. And my only difference is that it's not the end. I see other people see that the government of national unity, it's the end. We have reached our freedom. This is where I don't think so. I differ fundamentally. I really believe that it's a strategic setback, and then we need to prepare the ANC that can govern this country again alone, without any help from any political party. And it is possible, and we must. We must not lose that hope. What we need to do is to fix the areas where South Africans feel that the ANC has let them down. Then we all know them, that we need upright leaders, you need a state that can respond to their needs, and you need a state that is not corrupt. And we need to fix those things as quickly as possible, dust ourselves and concentrate on rebuilding an ANC that we can all be proud of. And I'm convinced that the real African National Congress will emerge with the real leaders, with the ethos that made this ANC to be supported by South Africans.
You just heard him, right? Of course, this is not just the only interview. There is also part in this interview where he was speaking about the DA is not a branch of the ANC. So the DA doesn't get to tell the ANC anything. But regarding this video about him not having faith in the GNU, it makes sense, man. I mean, come on. The legendary ANC, the liberation movement of the people, ANC, the movement our grannies, the movement most of our ancestors have been voting for, is now working with people who reject most of the things the ANC would propose to help black people. Of course, the policies of the ANC, they do advance the black agenda if the leadership was willing to transform, you know, and be led by the principles and policies of the ANC. Black people's lives would be transformed. The ANC does believe in bringing back the land without compensation, you know. The ANC does believe free education, free healthcare, advanced education. It believes in majority of the things the MK party and the EFF stand for. But because Panyaza knows that, and he knows the capability, and he knows if the ANC really wanted to change, it would change. That's why he's saying it's the only thing. The ANC is the only party that can bring change in South Africa, not the GNU. The GNU is just a strategic setback. They wanted to put these other political parties into play, but it's not going to change anything. You know, it's not liberation. We've been telling you guys from the beginning that the GNU is not going to change your life. It's not going to give you freedom. It's not going to change anything. You know, these political parties, they just want their minister positions. They just want fame, popularity. They won't do anything about the power they're given. And Mr. Panyaza is speaking about it, you know. And he's saying the ANC is the... Look, I agree with him. The ANC has the capability, but the leadership is lacking. The leadership is not decisive. The leadership, it doesn't want to put black people first. The leadership doesn't want to advance the black African agenda, the land question. They don't want to deal with that. But the ANC has the power to do that. I agree with Mr. Panyaza. The ANC has the power to bring change. It's just that they're not willing to do so. He's right. The ANC can bring tremendous change in South Africa. The question is, will they do it? Will Mr. Panyaza one day when he becomes president, will he change? the situation of the ANC? Will it bring change to the people of the Republic of South Africa? But hey, it is what it is. Thank you very much. May you stay blessed.